Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So it is Sunday today, and the crypto market looking kind of Bitcoin trading at 10,584, Ethereum 347, XRP trading just above 23 cents, 0.233 cents. When you look at XRP on the charts here, still hasn't gone below this trend line that some are predicting that if XRP goes below this line, we are going to see it base in a fresh level of demand. I've got the demand zone here at 0.197 cents. If it stays above this trend line, though, we could possibly make new highs. First, we'd have to go above this 25.9 mark here. Then we'd have to move above 0.303 cents, and then finally 33 cents up here, which would make XRP look quite bullish. Finally, though, if we can breach this mark here of 0.347, that's when XRP investors will stop and notice, because that is a crucial level of resistance that we still have to pierce. Of course, from there, it's 50.5 cents, which is the next one here. And then we'd have to pierce 76.8, so on and so forth all the way up. We are still not there yet, although this trend is looking bullish. Since March 2020, at the time that everything was locked down, shut down, because of the beer flu pandemic, we have seen nothing but an upward trajectory for XRP, for Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin looking quite healthy here, currently trading at 10,600. And could Bitcoin possibly go to 5 million? Now that is a very, very lofty prediction. What will it mean for XRP and the rest of the markets, guys? I'm going to get to that shortly. First, I wanted to mention this coming from XRP Crypto Wolf. More countries around the world obviously looking to get into CBDCs, especially with this current pandemic situation that's going on, and the whole revamp of the system. Some of these countries are thinking, I suppose, better late than never. We have seen other major G20 countries already enter the fold with regards to at least discussing CBDCs and possibly planning their rollouts. China obviously kind of on the leading edge of this. But Estonia's central bank, the SD Bank, announced the launch of a research program to study how to build a digital currency infrastructure. According to a statement, SD Bank partnered with the technology companies SW7 Group and Guardtime for a research project. It aims to see if a keyless signature infrastructure blockchain solution can run its virtual currency program. Estonia already uses KSI blockchain technology for its e-government services. The bank's project will also look into new payment solutions that can be made possible by using electronic IDs and other Estonian e-government solutions. And I'm actually quite surprised that Estonia hasn't gotten on this sooner because I did see this article just in my private life. This has nothing to do with cryptocurrency specifically, but it does have to do with technology and the fact that Estonians are actually running their country quite efficiently. Estonia is running its country like a tech company, and I didn't read this online. However, here's an article to the point I'm trying to make here. I did see it. It was on the news or somewhere. It was like on one of those 60-minute type shows where they were profiling Estonia specifically. And their infrastructure is so efficient that everybody basically uses the equivalent to their social security number, and they can use it for their healthcare, for the DMV, for all their banking information. Essentially, everything that you need to do bureaucratically in your country, you have one code or number or scan. It brings up all your information, and from what I remember, this is all run on blockchain technology. So this coming from Estonia, now they're looking into a CBDC, a digital currency, to be in lockstep with the rest of the world. Great news here coming out of Estonia. Guys, I'll link both of these articles up here. I just brought this one up if you wanted to learn a little bit more about this. XRP Crypto Wolf also brought this to my attention. A growing number of Egyptians are turning to Bitcoin amid rising unemployment and the economic pandemic crisis. Now, this doesn't surprise me because we've seen this kind of thing in the past. Not in Egypt, but when there was a run on the banks in Cyprus and there was a crisis essentially in and amongst their local economy, people fled to Bitcoin. Okay, this is not anything new. Bitcoin has been one of those safe haven currencies for these types of countries, okay? And we don't experience this in the Western world, in the United States, Canada, much of Western Europe, because generally speaking, by and large, our economies are quite robust and have been able to stand up against economic uncertainty. But this isn't the case in a lot of the world. So a growing number of Egyptians are reportedly turning to Bitcoin amid rising unemployment and the economic crisis. An Egyptian Bitcoin community is seeing a huge spike in the number of members interested in Bitcoin mining and trading. Many Egyptians are drawn to Bitcoin amid the beer flu pandemic, economic crisis, and resulting unemployment. AI Monitor news outlet reported last week the Bitcoin mining and trading expert Mohammed Abd El Basir is a leading member of the Bitcoin Egypt community, one of Egypt's professional online communities for people interested in cryptocurrency. He told the publication that there has been a spike in the number of community members, indicating that high demand for Bitcoin mining and trading in Egypt, noting that more than 16,000 Egyptians have joined the community. He estimated the number of miners in Egypt should be greater since each one of the 16,000 members may train and guide many of their friends, family, and neighborhood zones. So this is becoming more and more popular because of this economic crisis, and I have a feeling that, globally, we are still not out of the woods, not by far. We are kind of maybe in the first third of this, as much as we've been dealing with this pandemic, as a world, as a global society. We've been dealing with it since March. We've dealt with it through the spring, into the summer, and now it's the fall. We're going into winter, for some of us living in the northern hemisphere, especially if you live in the northern United States, Europe, Canada, winter is coming. And so this is just going to mean spending more time indoors. They haven't really gotten a hold on this beer flu pandemic thing yet. And so I think that this is going to cause more strife. I think it's going to cause more people to think of alternative options. And I think that in terms of currencies, this could have an influence on cryptocurrencies. Let me bring you back to the Bitcoin chart right back in 2013, okay? When there was a run on the banks in Cyprus, we saw Bitcoin price spike, okay? It was around the spring of 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Let's not forget, too, that the market cap at this time was relatively small compared to now. So now we're seeing this in Egypt. And not only that, guys, let's not forget that this is a worldwide problem that we're facing. So more money flowing into possible alternative currencies like Bitcoin. Now that it's the year 2020, of course, many other cryptocurrencies do exist. And, when you look up cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap, what are the top 5 currencies that you see? You see Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BINANCE Coin, Bitcoin Cash, okay? I'm excluding Tether because it is a stable coin. So people will indeed get into Bitcoin for name recognition, possibly Ethereum. But when you look at the numbers and you look at Bitcoin, over $10,000 per coin, Ethereum, 347, then you look at XRP, 0.233 cents. You think to yourself, well, even if it's psychologically, even if you can do math and the math works out to be the same thing, I can get more XRP for $10,000 than I could Bitcoin or Ethereum. I think that in a lot of cases, this will have a psychological impact on people. And so if people are moving from their fiat to crypto, I think the top 5 coins, at least maybe 10, are going to get a lot of traction if something like this happens. If we see a bull run, the same theory applies, okay? When you look at what kind of other cryptocurrencies you can invest in, it's the top page, right? The top page of Google. When you do a Google search, unless you're a hardcore researcher, most people don't look past page 1. Well, the same will apply for cryptocurrency. That's my thought. All right, then I came across this. Influential crypto analyst says Bitcoin could reach $5 million, but most traders will lose money. Lose money, really? This is coming from Carl the Moon. He says, if you look at currency supply in the world, it's currently valued at $100 trillion. If Bitcoin takes over this whole pool of liquidity, which I think is quite far-fetched, by the way, this fiat money pool, then this means that Bitcoin could potentially take over the market cap, and that would put Bitcoin at approximately $5 million per BTC. Carl says he believes the current global economic landscape is favorable for the number one cryptocurrency. I think it's obvious that Bitcoin is eventually going to break 20,000. I think that's definitely doable. We're seeing central banks printing currency like never before. And what we're seeing is this historical amount of currency printing. This is the exact scenario that Bitcoin was created for. Fundamentally, Bitcoin is looking extremely bullish, much more bullish than on a technical level. So he is assuming in this dream world that Bitcoin could take the $100 trillion away from the entire currency supply of the entire world. That is unlikely. Okay, what he's assuming is that it will reach 5 million per BTC based on current market cap of Bitcoin multiplied by about 531 times. I've done the calculation. So if you take what is the currency supply currently, it is 100, that's 100 billion, 100 trillion, okay? And if you divide it by the current market cap of Bitcoin, that would make it roughly 752,737. Okay, 510 times greater. So that would mean that if you were to take a $10,584 Bitcoin times 510 times, Bitcoin could reach 5.3, almost 5.4 million. And that's assuming that Bitcoin takes up the entire currency market cap around the entire world. Okay, that's probably not going to happen. But guys, let's be conservative. Let's say it only took up 10% of that market cap. So instead of 510 times, it would be 51 times. Okay, and if you multiply the current price of Bitcoin by 51, that would bring a Bitcoin to $539,000, which still isn't chump change, okay? Let's apply that same figure to XRP right now at 51 times. You're getting an XRP worth $11.88. I'm sure that a lot of people would not scoff at that number, even if cryptocurrency ended up taking 10% of the current fiat market cap. So I do think this is a lofty goal, but even with conservative numbers, we are still looking at a Bitcoin over $500,000. We are still looking at an XRP over $11. So interesting figures to bring up, even just to think about. Guys, I want to keep moving though. This from Michael at Val5Links, and this is an update with the KuCoin debacle. So you know recently KuCoin got hacked. But crypto exchange KuCoin has worked out who hacked its cryptocurrency exchange for $281 million. CEO Johnny Liu tweeted today that after a thorough investigation, we have found the suspects of the 9.26 KuCoin security incident with substantial proof at hand. Law enforcement officials and police are officially involved to take action. The hack took place on September 26, so just last month. KuCoin said that the hackers used a leaked private key to access the exchange's wallets. KuCoin says that it has enough money in the bank to cover all its losses. After the hack, crypto projects worked to freeze or render useless most of the assets. Many teams updated their blockchain to make this happen. Guys, these kinds of things happen all the time. So this had to do with leaked private keys. Keep your keys safe if you do have a Ledger Nano or a different type of cold storage solution. Not your keys, not your crypto. Remember, that is the key. Now, guys, I wouldn't normally talk about specific people in one of my videos, especially when it has to do with this, but I thought this was important and I wanted to bring it to your attention. I consider DM Logic a friend within the XRP community. He started a YouTube channel around the time that I started my channel, and I've had a couple of conversations with him on Twitter. He's a good guy, and I wanted to share this video. He has put it on Twitter, so I feel like it's probably acceptable to share. It's already got 27,000 views. Let me play you this.
This is not a happy video. There's no greetings with a laugh from Cryptopia. It seems evident I just lost $13,000. A million vet. Not because of anybody stealing my keys. Not because I didn't secure things well enough. But just trying to use the VeChain Thor wallet to stake my vet. I've kept my vet in PowerPiggy for a long time, and I've never been comfortable with it because it's an exchange and I don't own it, and the exchange can go down and the exchange could be hacked. And so I decided to stick it in a safe place, the VeChain Thor wallet. And I decided to stake my vet, I thought, by purchasing a node, a strength node for 1 million vet. Apparently, in that marketplace that they put online, they also have available the option, who would know what it is, because it's all in the same place, of purchasing a node status. What the hell that is, I have no idea, but that's what I purchased, apparently, for 1 million vet. And you have 4 hours to stick 1 million more vet into it. So you're just purchasing the status, I guess the right to put 1 million vet into it. And if you don't do it within 4 hours, you lose it. Well, guess what? I purchased a node status for 1 million vet. Had no idea what I was doing, I guess. And I lost $13,000 worth of vet.
Guys, I'm going to stop it there. So I think this is a good example to show you guys why you should always know what you're doing with your cryptocurrency. Always be careful, and I don't want to blame DM Logic because he thought he was doing something. Clearly, it turned out to be something else. And people down here in the XRP and VeChain communities, telling him, sorry, man, sorry to hear that. That's terrible news. Green Eggs and Ham down here saying, sorry to hear, that is an effed up situation. How did they not explain this in the process? Apparently they do explain it in the process, but I can see how this can get confusing, especially for those of you guys new to the community. And Kenrad down here says this is a major problem with crypto. Too many wallets and accounts are needed to store or stake crypto. It's nearly 2021 and Ledger Live doesn't even support ADA, VeChain, or ICX, and many other top coins. It's a joke. You shouldn't need 10 different wallets to store and stake your crypto. And I have a feeling that this is why a lot of people do keep their cryptocurrency on the exchange, because it becomes very, very cumbersome, especially if you want to, invest in many different types of cryptocurrencies. But guys, I can't stress this enough. Always, 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 always keep your cryptocurrency safe, whether it is on a Ledger Nano X or S or something similar. And read the instructions when you're looking to stake your crypto. Of course, there's always fine print, and I know a lot of us don't want to get into the fine print, and we think, it'll be fine. But guys, take it from DM Logic, you can lose your money like that. Right now, Ledger is having a sale, though. If you guys are interested in purchasing a Ledger, you can save up to 21% off a family pack. Again, guys, I have an affiliate link. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it. The main takeaway, though, is to make sure you know where your crypto is going. DM Logic says, he was reluctant to post his vet address, but a lot of people were asking to help him out to replenish his vet position. All right, so I don't normally do this, but I've known DM Logic now for over 2 years. He's a really good guy, an asset to the cryptocurrency community. And you know what? Mistakes do happen. So yes, brother, I am going to send you some vet. I do have his address here. I already pre-set this up because I knew I was going to do this. Send him 2,000 vet. All right, I'll submit that. Okay, well, I was going to do it right here, but of course I'm going to have to go through all the other steps in order to get that sent out. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you, DM Logic, first of all, for having the courage to come out and say that, you know what, I made a mistake, I lost this vet, and explaining why. Hopefully it can prevent other people from making the same mistake. Brother, the XRP community, the VeChain community, have got your back. We've all been in this for so long, and I can imagine what it feels like to lose $13,000 by just a click of a button making a simple mistake. So for those of you guys who do want to help out DM Logic, I will link this tweet in the description with DM Logic's VeChain address. I do want to keep moving along because I did see this. Now, I talked about this the other day. Ripple to launch trading platform to provide real-time access to crypto markets. And some are insinuating that this has to do with this job posting that Ripple posted a few days ago now with regards to the senior software engineer for liquidity. We talked about that. And they're tasked with building an enterprise-grade distributed trading platform that provides real-time access to crypto markets. The successful candidate will also be responsible for sourcing and aggregating liquidity while handling execution, algorithm modeling, and implementation. Ripple also mentions on-demand liquidity in the job advertisement, which implies that the trading platform may be connected to the company's XRP-based remittance technology. Now, we've heard in the past that everything will eventually run on Ripple. Everything will be run on the XRPL. Because the technology is so far-reaching, we can actually utilize and leverage XRP to source all kinds of assets, not just currencies, not just cryptocurrencies, fiat currencies, but everything. And so will we get that opportunity? Will we eventually see traditional stock markets or any other type of trading platform running on Ripple? Well, I saw this from Trevor Roque. SEC Chairman Jay Clayton backs innovation in crypto but warns of any tricky play. So he posted this article speaking at an event by the Digital Chamber of Commerce. SEC Chairman Jay Clayton opened up about his views about cryptocurrency and blockchain. The SEC has been going hard after crypto projects in the past. However, this time the SEC chief was in a bit of a different mood talking about innovation and decentralized finance. Surprisingly, Mr. Clayton has a positive stance. While talking about tokenized ETFs, he said the regulator is open to it. However, he passed the onus on the crypto community to create an efficient way to tokenize the ETF product. He would be open to facilitate it if the crypto community has a strong proposition. Well, tokenizing an ETF, we were just talking about the fact that anything, any means of value can and eventually will be, in my opinion, transferred through DLT technology, and the XRP token could be utilized to transfer said value. So, we're already seeing the tokenization of the world slowly but surely. It's going to start with basic money, transferring value in the way that Ripple is already doing with regards to cross-border payments, low-value payments, and eventually we're going to expand to those bigger payments. Next, we're going to see the exchange of value in commodities, securities, ETFs, what have you. And as the blockchain industry grows, as we're starting to see more and more cryptocurrencies have value because they solve a problem, then we're going to see a big explosion, and I think that'll happen after 2022, right? The quintessential dates here are late 2021, early 2022, with regards to that ISO 20022 standard that we still have to see be implemented. So guys, there's lots coming down the pipe. The world is looking poised, ready for the adoption. Cyflux, though, you know what? He's become numb to it. Things are speeding up so fast now, but to be honest, I'm numb to it. I'm bored to it. I know what I hold. But he's also not selling. I'm going down with the ship. I know a lot of XRP hodlers feel the same. Whales are not shaking people out. Let's go. If you guys hodl XRP, you are hodling one of the most valuable cryptocurrencies with future potential. If you can give me sound reasons why not, I'm willing to listen, but I think you're going to have a hard time. That's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.